very serious, I guess. It should be pretty fast because my phone's gonna die. But it's so funny, right? It's so funny. It's like whoever this is for a particular group. Because I was gonna make like another message or whatever, but God led me to this movie, like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, right? It's called The Prince of Egypt. If you've never watched it, watch it. And if you got kids, watch it with them, because I'm telling you, it just hit different. Like, and so I was watching it last night, and I woke up, like I watched it, loved it, obviously, went to sleep, and then woke up and like one of the songs was like playing in my head or whatever. I kept hearing the song. So I was like, oh, it ain't left. It didn't leave. That was actually most likely for me to say to somebody. So I don't know if somebody's already went through this or like they're about to go through this, but if you know the whole story, see, the whole story of the Prince of Egypt is basically like the Hebrews, y'all know what I'm saying. They had to be set free from Pharaoh. So whatever your Pharaoh is in your life, God isn't playing about letting him release you. And he's gonna send like Moses. So the story was like Moses was one of them, so that's why he had to save him. Y'all gotta watch it. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because then y'all not gonna watch it if I explain the whole movie, because I know me. So watch it. You can watch it on Peacock. The app is free. The movie's free. So watch that. But it's just basically like it's a coming to God moment, a coming to your purpose moment. But it's like, it's one of those moments when it's like once your eyes are open, like you can't really look back. Like, because for you to look back, it would be contradicting yourself and like humanity. And like, it's just like, if like basically if you was to look back, or if you was to stay in the little Pharaoh situation, it would say a lot about you. Not that it really matters, I guess, if you feel that way, but it's just like you would be a part of the wrath that God has for Pharaoh if you decided to stay with the Pharaoh, whatever the Pharaoh situation is in your life. So I'm here to tell you to, no matter how scary it looks, because it's like usually the Pharaoh moment with Moses was like, it's it's like something that is like a home to you. So whatever is like a home to you, something that you're comfortable with, something that you're comfortable doing, something that if you was to leave, like it would be an issue, basically. It would be an issue. And it could be as simple as you turning from devilish ways to a godly way. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be like a particular group or whatever setting. Like, it could literally just be that simple, just giving your life to God, like, you know? And I know I was making a joke out of it, but for real, take him serious. Because if you watch that movie and then if you read the story in the Bible, this ain't no joke. I mean, you can laugh if you want to, but it's like, for what? That's another thing I was gonna say. In the movie, it was a scene where the Pharaoh tried to like taunt the work of God, and it just went left after that. Like, it went left after that. But then it was like God was still trying to give him a chance, like through Moses, like through somebody that had already went through it. basically, because Moses had to go from his old life to his new life. So it's like Pharaoh was looking at him at his old life, but he was in a new life, you know? And I can say I've been in situations where I looked at people in their Moses stage or whatever, and then being in a little Pharaoh situation, like, but unlike Pharaoh, I got the message. I got the message, and it's okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. If it's like, let's say you're the Pharaoh in the situation, literally all you got to do is just do what God says. Like, that's how simple it is, you know? Like, all you got to do is let his people go, you know? Like, let that chain go. Let the whole little, like, what is it? Like, devilish ways go, whatever it is. Like, just let it go. Because it's not popping up over and over and over again for no reason. I think this message is like pretty straightforward, but like also if you want to listen to the soundtrack, I like the soundtrack for the Prince of Egypt. You can listen to that on YouTube. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I mean, like, if this was meant for you, obviously it would make sense. Like, what I'm saying is making sense, even though I feel like it don't make sense because it's coming out weird, you know. But it'll make sense to you. But yeah, y'all have a great day. Stay prayed up.